do what I call market research.
Right.
And I remember we went to Charleston. We actually, my wife and I got married on the beach outside of Charleston. And we'll go down there every once in a while if we can sneak a couple of days away. And we'll pull over, and like a lot of times you have to double park because the traffic on King Street in downtown is like really crazy. So she'll wait in the truck, and I'll zip into a gelato shop, and I'll come out with like a handful of gelato. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I know, but look, I mean, the mascarpone, that looks so good, and, and the Due Gento, that looks amazing. You have to try." And she's like, "Honey, I mean, can we eat this much?"
Even if it's
yes,
taste.
yeah.
I will say that your social. So I've been following your socials, and you all make it look like so much fun.
It is
making gelato.
It is.
So we have a quick video clip that I want to show from your social media.
All right then.
Looks so yummy.
Oh.
That looks really good.
Yeah, it looks so good, and you have all the different flavors.
Oh, a lot, and they change.
So you have a different flavor. Is it every week you have weekly flavors?
I try to put out on the website our flavors each week, but sometimes, a lot of times I schedule myself in the store towards the end of the week, like Friday, or actually literally Janie, I shouldn't say me. She does our schedule for us.
Okay.
But on either Friday, Monday, or Tuesday. So I come in before the weekend and I fill the case up, and then I come back in like Monday or Tuesday seeing what's been used up, I need to make more of. And then I get like inspiration. We went to Greenville, South Carolina about, 3-4 weeks ago, and went to a gelato shop, really nice gelato shop. And I was like in awe. I was like, this place is really cool. But they had a pineapple, ginger, and mint.
Ooh.
And I was like, it was really light and refreshing. And it was like, oh, that, I'm like, I want to. So literally, I ran to Harris Teeter the next morning, and I bought a huge thing of mint and got me some pineapple and some ginger beer. And I'm like, okay, let's figure this out. And it's kind of fun to figure out like what the ratios need to be to make it good.
So how do you do that? So what is that process? Because let me be clear, like it is you making this gelato
every day,
and you're just experimenting, and that's what I love about this is you have this idea, and then you just you like you said, you get some mint, you get some ginger, you just throw it together. So what does that look like?
You obviously have a go by. We took classes with trained professional gelato chefs who taught us, you can do this, you can do this, you can do that. And then it's using just your basic skills to put a different flavor in, and then think about balance. Different things, you have to balance the sugar ratios. Sugar will allow the gelato not to freeze. And so if you put too much sugar in, it'll just be goopy. And gelato is meant to be creamy, and it's to have that really nice soft texture on your tongue. But it's just fun to try to figure out, now, would this much be good or this much not be enough? The mango, like I love mango.
Yeah.
Like mango, it's got a smack. Our limoncello, I brought some today. Our limoncello is one of our best sellers. It's a dairy-free option, gluten-free option, but it's just got that tangy tart. And we drank a lot of limoncello in Italy.
You had to.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you have to. It's just, it's like it's on your plane ticket or something.
Market research.
Exactly. So it's just so good. And it's just so much fun trying to come up with different things and see the balances. And sometimes you're like, not as good as I want it to be.
Yeah.
And then next time you nail it.
Well, I love that. Well, just a shout out to some of the flavors of the week this week. Amarena cherry, chocolate, cookies and cream, espresso, limoncello, Reese's, salted caramel pistachio. That would be mine. Yeah. Snickers, sweet cream. Those sound so good.
So I noticed that you walked over the stracciatella.
Because I can't say that. Okay, I can't say that word. So it's espresso. Say that one more time.
Stracciatella.
All right.
Espresso stracciatella.
All right. Well, we're gonna try some of Gigi's gelato right after the break, and we'll be right back with Heart Mooresville on WSIC.
There's more Heart Mooresville on the way from 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, thankfully not quite as wet around Lake Norman over the next couple of days. In fact, most of our morning and midday dry today. Then tracking an afternoon round of scattered showers and possibly a strong or severe thunderstorm. So keep the rain gear close by and keep a check on the weather from time to time. We'll still keep a scattered shower and a storm chance in the forecast for our Wednesday. The rest of the week, it's a bit drier. That's your forecast. The WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Race fans, start your engines. Head to Harrison's in Mooresville and register to choose your race. Will you win tickets to the Coca-Cola 600 with pre-race passes, the BetMGM 300, or the NC Education Lottery 200? 3 winners, first place picks first. Register by May 15th. Winners announced live on the Home Ad Show. Head on over to Harrison's, your local leader in Carhartt, Ariat, and Western wear, and tune in every Sunday to WSIC, Lake Norman's home for NASCAR.
Have you taken the Desco Challenge? Desco is where the professional goes for electrical supplies.
My name is Ashley. I just redid the lighting in my home, and the customer experience at Desco was second to none.
See for yourself at DescoInc.com.
Sweetheart, would you turn it down? The neighbors can hear us. Sweetheart, the neighbors can hear this.
Ladies, if your husband's favorite TV setting is way too loud, it might be time for a hearing test. If this sounds familiar, it's time to call Beltone in Mooresville and Cornelius. Call 877-HEAR-123 today. That's 877-HEAR-123. Turn down the TV and turn up the conversation. Call 877-HEAR-123 now.
Opening doors to your future. Literally. Buying, selling, or building your portfolio. Put the team at Centralina Realty to work for you. We're in the center of North Carolina and at the center of your journey. CentralinaRealty.com.
Are you sick of running out of hot water? Whether it's in the middle of a shower or doing dishes, cold water's never fun. Say goodbye to those surprises with a Rinnai tankless water heater from GMV Energy. This energy-efficient propane-powered solution heats water instantly, so you'll never run out again. Plus, it saves money and frees up space. Propane models start at just $295 after rebates. Visit any G&B Energy location or gbenergy.com to learn more.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion is the king of price when it comes to buying a new vehicle or a pre-owned vehicle. But how about king of price when it comes to the service department? Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville, Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville has you covered on tires, brakes, batteries, wipers, you name it. Any service you need on your vehicle, regardless of the make or model, come see Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville Service Department or Randy Marion Ford Lincoln Service Department today.
Caring for a sick child or aging parent? Visit EquityHealthCares.com. They bring expert, personalized care wherever you need it. In office, virtually, or at your home. Equity Health Primary Care for healthcare that fits your life. Visit EquityHealthCares.com.
Make your work easier with Eagle Rentals of Troutman and Statesville. Eagle Rentals has generators, heaters, fans, painting equipment, floor care equipment, pressure washers, lighting equipment, and lawn care equipment. Plus, Eagle Rentals has construction equipment like forklifts, bobcat loaders, backhoes, excavators, and more. Reserve online at EagleRentals.com. That's EagleRentals.com.
No radio? No worries.
Just ask Alexa to play WSIC.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Microsoft is implementing what it calls organizational changes to best position it for success. In other words, it's laying off workers. CNBC reports Microsoft is cutting 3% of its payroll, which could be nearly 7,000 jobs, in a move that will affect every department and every site around the world. It's not a unanimous vote on Wall Street. Indexes are mixed, but most stocks are rising today following word that retail inflation increased less than forecast last month. Right now, the Dow is losing 0.25%. NASDAQ, though, rising almost 1.5%. S&P up 0.75%. As customers increasingly do their banking on their phones and other digital means, banks have been closing their physical branches en masse around the country. But now, one of the biggest will expand. Bank of America says it plans to open more than 150 new branches, or what it calls financial centers, by the end of 2027. The new centers will have a different design with fewer tellers and more staff and meeting spaces for conversations with customers. Andrew O'Day, Bloomberg Radio.
Nothing but the best talk.
The area's best talk.
WSIC.
Mooresville, how we feeling? Good. Welcome back to iHeart Mooresville on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back to iHeart Mooresville, special Gigi's Gelato edition. We are enjoying some of the wonderful flavors of Gigi's Gelato right now. You can see I am holding up this wonderful chocolate, just deliciousness with the little cookie. What do you call this, a wafer?
Mm-hmm. Wafer cookie.
Oh my gosh, this is just amazing. The pistachio might be the highlight of this taste testing. It might be my favorite.
It is definitely a fan favorite.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the limoncello might have a beat. It
really?
Is tart and it just hits that right
tangy and
spot.
sweet. Yeah, it's got that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Bill, production, what are you guys tasting over there?
It was really good.
Thank you.
What flavor?
Delicious. I got pistachio, and I'm loving every bite of it.
Isn't it good?
Limoncello is really good too.
Yeah. See, and those two, to me, those are almost like the epitome of Italy. You know, it's just pistachio. Come on, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're just gonna eat this for the rest,
for the rest of the show.
Do I have to do anything? I just
enjoy the sounds of us eating.
It's so good.
It's ASMR.
That would be a weird show.
Don't you wish you had some of this yummy Gigi's Gelato?
Well, you can come visit us.
You gotta go to Davidson.
That's right.
Okay. So, do you have a favorite flavor?
Well, I would have to say probably pistachio, and then limoncello. And then I messed around in the Rumor Mill Market. I love coffee. So I built a coffee shop. And so I have an organic Cuban coffee that I brew. And I take 6 shots of that and I go literally directly over to Gigi's. And then I make espresso stracciatella. And it's just when it first comes out of the machine and you're scooping it out and putting it into a pan, it just smells so good. If you like coffee, you're just like, oh. And people who don't like or drink coffee get that. And they're like, this is amazing.
So the word that I can't say.
Stracciatella.
Stracciatella.
Hey, there you go. Hey, it's good. Yeah.
Grazie. Okay. Now so that is a coffee-like flavor? What exactly
Espresso is the coffee.
Okay.
But the stracciatella is actually a term used in cooking. And it is more like a little ribbon or a little river. And you take the chocolate and you drizzle it into the cold gelato as it's coming out of the machine. And it makes like a little ribbon. And then it breaks into little chips as it freezes. So you get like chocolate chip, basically. And I'll do that with mint sometimes. You get a mint stracciatella. Or you can just make a plain stracciatella with like a cream base or a vanilla base. But so there's different things you can do with the stracciatella part.
So
it's so good.
So how do you figure out what flavors? Because your flavors change every week. How do you figure out what how do you come up with those new flavors?
Well, we have staples. Like literally, I have people who come in sometimes 2 and 3 times a week to get the same thing week after week. Which, okay, that's great. But so I pretty much keep chocolate. I pretty much keep pistachio. I pretty much keep limoncello. And then I kind of move around a little bit. Like I'll do Snickers. I'll do Almond Joy. Almond Joy, I use a toasted coconut milk when I make it, and it's just so good. And like when you layer in, when it's coming out of the machine in front of you, you layer in chocolate, and then you layer in almonds, and then you layer in the coconut, and you mix it up, and then you bring some more gelato onto it, and then you fold it in again and again and again. So you kind of have to like visually look at what is right for a level. And then when you get it, actually, when I went to High Point Market, there was a lady there who came up to my little cart. I was outside on the street in front of a shop that had hired me. And this lady was like, can I try that one? Yeah, sure. Can I try that one? I was like, sure. And so she tried literally like 6 things I had. And I was like, wow. And then the lady behind her was just laughing. And she was walking down the street with the Almond Joy. She turned around and goes, you nailed it. And I was like, yes, thank you. And she goes, she owns an ice cream store. And I was like, yeah, that was the deal right there for me. That made me so happy. She's like, really, that flavor is so good. And I was like, yes.
That's awesome.
Because you don't know. I mean, I have taste buds, you have taste buds. We're all different. And what I might like, you might not like. So that's why we have 10 different flavors. Because one day of the week you might come in and say, well, it's chocolate day. One day it's going to be a limoncello day. One day it's going to be an Almond Joy day.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, I think it's a good mix too. You kind of have a little something, for every taste and flavor. Now, where did the name Gigi's come from?
Well, it was not really hard. We have 4 grandbabies, 2 boys and 2 girls that are all under 4, well, 4 and under. And Gigi's Gelato, it just kind of onomatopoeic. It just kind of
rolls
sounded,
off the tongue,
it sounded
for sure.
almost Italian. It's my Gigi, it should be a known,
Gigi.
but it sounded good. And we like that. So it's in homage to Janie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, so your wife is Gigi.
Yes.
Too. So
Yes.
yeah, there's like kind of a
Yeah,
personal.
but Papa makes it all, which I don't get.
Yeah,
Like I get
it's really Papa's Gelato.
That's what I'm saying, but not,
I have to talk to Janie.
maybe our second store.
Yeah. You can have a Poppy's Gelato.
She said I
too.
could do Papa's Pops. So we'll do some pops and dip them into different things
I
and
like
chocolate
that.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Papa's Pops.
Maybe I'll get a shout out once sometime.
Yeah, even though you're
In the
back
future.
there doing all the work, making all the gelato. So you've been doing this for a while now, and I mean, I know obviously you're all of the businesses that you have seem like a passion of y'all's. So what's been the most rewarding part so far from the gelato store?
That's hard to say. Like in a huge, I don't know, like 30,000 feet, but from personally, just seeing kids smile.
Yeah.
I know it sounds silly, but
No, I don't think that's silly at all. I think really seeing kids smile. Kids love ice cream.
Mhm.
I mean, I think that's a special task, that parents and grandparents and family members get to do is, hey, let's go get ice cream.
Yeah.
Or, gelato. I have so many memories, positive memories from a kid of doing things like that. So you get to kind of be part of that special.
it's a memory and it's something that's fun. And I mean, you just make a kid smile when you hand them a gelato, and they're and they get to pick it out themselves and the size they want, if it's a baby cone or a big one or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's
I love
just,
that.
they, love it. And it warms your heart.
Being part of a core memory.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love it. Now, for someone that's never been to Gigi's or hasn't yet, but we hope after they hear this today
yes.
that they're going to come to
Please do.
Gigi's Gelato. But what do you want them to take away from that? What experience or what takeaway do you hope people get from coming to this
Well,
shop?
we on Sundays, for instance, all Gigi's, grandmas, grannies, nonas, all grandmothers get their gelato for free. So we want children to bring their grandmother, and that we want them to share generationally, if I could say that right, in a family experience.
I love that.
And
That
be
is
there
so
together
sweet. Yeah.
and enjoy.
That's nice that you do that. That's great.
That's a great idea.
So one of the things that we love to do on Heart Mooresville is play games.
Okay.
So will you humor us and play a game with us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I love games.
We are going to play the this or that game.
All
Now,
right.
rules of the game. I tell you 2 choices. You tell me which choice you prefer.
All right.
This or that. Okay? All right. So we're gonna kind of go rapid fire. So gelato cone or gelato cup?
Cup.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Classic flavors or seasonal specials?
Seasonal specials.
Sweet tooth or salty?
Sweet.
Working the counter or experimenting in the back with new recipes?
Working the counter.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Taste testing new flavors or perfecting the classics?
Taste testing new flavors. Yeah. Always being on the edge.
Hosting a gelato making class or throwing a neighborhood gelato party?
Both. Do I have to choose?
No.
Okay.
Waffle cone or sugar cone?
Waffle.
Sprinkles or no sprinkles?
No sprinkles.
All right.
No.
You did it.
All right.
You won.
You get more free gelato.
That's what we've won. We've
Yeah.
won some gelato. Well, we are going to be I can't speak English. Enjoying this wonderful Gigi's Gelato.
Yeah.
It's a tongue twister. And we'll be right back after the break to talk more things gelato.
Yay.
Woo.
Stay in the know with all things Mooresville. Heart Mooresville continues next on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Well, thankfully not quite as wet around Lake Norman over the next couple of days. In fact, most of our morning and midday dry today, then tracking an afternoon round of scattered showers and possibly a strong or severe thunderstorms. Keep the rain gear close by and keep a check on the weather from time to time. We'll still keep a scattered shower and a storm chance in the forecast for our Wednesday. The rest of the week, it's a bit drier. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Live in Mooresville returns for week 3 on Thursday night with the Peyton Pelican Band performing at 7 p.m. Grab your lawn chairs and enjoy this free outdoor concert series off Exit 31 from I-77. Bin 110 in Cornelius offers up 3 nights of live music. Thursday features Ryan Winters. On Friday, Feathered Roots starts your weekend. And on Saturday, Save July makes their debut. Don't miss live music at Bin 110 in Cornelius this weekend. 2 music performances are ready for you to enjoy on Friday night in downtown Statesville. At 7 p.m., William Kiley Smith kicks things off at the Wine Maestro. At 8 p.m., Wendy Wooten takes the stage at Delaney's Sports Bar. 2 musicians are ready to entertain you Friday night in downtown Statesville. The 500 Club presents live music on Saturday night with a performance by Andy Buckner. Andy combines honky-tonk, party anthems, and heartache healers for a memorable country performance. Golfing, food, beverages, and entertainment are all at the 500 Club in Statesville this weekend. The countdown is on for NASCAR's big Memorial Day showdown at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Friday, May 23rd features an ARCA and Truck Series doubleheader. Saturday, May 24th, the Xfinity Series competes in the BetMGM 300. Sunday, May 25th is NASCAR's longest race, the Coca-Cola 600. Listen to the Home Ad Show for your chance to win tickets to the 600. Visit Harrison's in Mooresville to register for a VIP package. And head to CharlotteMotorspeedway.com to purchase tickets and for camping information. NASCAR is back at Charlotte Motor Speedway on Memorial Day weekend. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Looking good, Mooresville. I mean, you're sitting at that traffic light too. Might as well be looking at something. I Heart Mooresville continues now on WSIC.
And welcome back to I Heart Mooresville. We are talking to Scott, owner of Gigi's Gelato in Davidson. They do corporate events, employee appreciations, weddings, school fundraising, birthday parties, grand openings, whatever you have a need for, they can come out. You all have the cutest little cart that you can come out with. So it's not just a storefront.
Yep.
Gigi's is mobile.
That's right. We get on the road. We take our show on the road.
That's right.
And it's fun.
Yeah, so they do events. So if you have an event need, Gigi's Gelato has you covered. Scott, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
If people want to get in touch, how do they get a hold of you?
Probably the best thing is to go to gigisgelato.com on our website, and my phone number's on there, and you can call me directly. It's my cell number, and we'll talk. We'll see if the time will work out from the events that we already have planned for the summer in various locations through Davidson and Cornelius and Mooresville, as well as we travel. So I can put my little cart in my trailer, and I've been in High Point, several times. I run over to Davidson College a lot. Various churches, youth groups, just fun things.
Yeah. So Gigi's
I'm all over.
Been around everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, we are so excited to have you out at some of Mooresville events. So you will be able to sample some of Gigi's Gelato at some of our events this summer in Mooresville, and then catch them around in Davidson and surrounding areas. So should see Gigi's around.
Hopefully.
Well,
more.
Yes. Well, it is the season of events.
Mm-hmm.
When the weather gets warmer. Yeah. That's when the events start happening. So downtown Mooresville turns into like Festival Central.
Yeah.
So lots of things coming up. I like to keep everyone informed on what's happening. A couple community announcements I just want to make everyone aware of. We talked about the Moore Park, groundbreaking. That was May 7th at 10 a.m. So you'll see some construction movement there, hoping to be open by the spring of 2026. And that's just phase 1. Hopefully phase 2 will add even more seating and some more developments to the park where we can have some shows out there. Also, Brawley School road widening project is underway, and so Round Keep Lane is closed. It'll be closed for just a couple weeks. That was last week they started, so it should be coming to a finish pretty soon, but that is Round Keep Lane at Brawley School Road. And that is so they can perform that sewer work at the entrance to Windsor Woods subdivision. Also, we just had a beautiful police memorial event this morning at Town Hall. For anyone that joined us or couldn't join us, it was just a really nice memorial to our fallen officers in Mooresville. That was at 10 a.m. at Town Hall this morning. We do have a recognition event coming up on May 19th for Penske. So if you're a race fan, you may know that Penske has had 3 consecutive NASCAR Cup Series wins over the last 3 years. A Penske driver has won. And so we feel like that's a big deal. Our own Penske, Mooresville's own Penske has won. So we're going to be honoring them at the May 19th board meeting. We'll do a little reception, and then at 6 o'clock we'll read a proclamation. But they're going to have some cars on display, and it's actually Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney's championship cars and their trophies, and we'll have some hero cards and photo ops and all the things.
That's fun for fans.
Yeah, I'm excited. So that's at the Charles Mack Citizen Center, and that's at 6 p.m. on May 19th. So come out and join us and, honoring and celebrating our hometown champions. Also, always like to let everyone know that the town of Mooresville is hiring right now. We have tons of positions open. You can go to mooresvillenc.gov and search employment opportunities and see all of the available positions. And the town of Mooresville, for many of the positions, are offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they need gelato makers?
They might.
I'm
Maybe
looking.
we might need a town of Mooresville
For a
gelato
sign-on
maker.
bonus, yeah.
I feel like that could be
Official
full
town of
time.
Mooresville.
That would be great for employee morale.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be wonderful.
And our community, just free gelato all the time. I feel like we should talk
We
to
can
the
get
mayor
a little
about
trike
this.
and just ride around to,
Yeah. We'll
I
have
love
to talk
that.
to Mayor Carney about giving away free gelato all the time.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Also, we just had Race City Festival this weekend. Great event, had lots of vendors downtown. It was really nice weather on Saturday.
It felt like the heavens opened
Yeah.
for Saturday.
And it wasn't hot.
Yeah, no, it was perfect weather.
Beautiful
It
day.
really was. It wasn't even that windy, and it kind of looked like it was going to rain for a minute in the morning, but then it was
cleared out.
really nice.
Yeah.
A little overcast, not too hot. Beautiful day for Race City. Of course, like to remind everyone that we are in the middle of our Rock the Park summer concert series.
My favorite one is next.
I know,
I'm
we're
so
so excited.
excited.
So June, so we do this, it's shows at Liberty Park the first Friday of every month. And except for July and August, those are a little bit different because of the 4th of July. But you can always find all of the dates and information about upcoming events on mooresvilleevents.com. Our next event is June 6th, the first Friday, June 6th. And it is reggae. We're doing Caribbean night.
Yes.
We've never done a Caribbean night, so
Really?
we're super excited.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that'd be great.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So we have a great reggae band, Crucial Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're really they're a great band. And
Now, is it spelled fire?
Fire?
F-I-Y-A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fire.
Okay.
You spell it like you say it.
That's awesome.
Fire.
You should.
Fire.
Yeah.
And then we'll have some good Caribbean food trucks, and we'll have some vendors and dancers.
Yes.
We're gonna have some
It'll be a
Caribbean
great
dance.
time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And that is the show starts at 6:30, but food trucks and breweries and everybody will be set up at 6. So come and get a drink and some food, and set your chair out on the lawn and enjoy the show.
And pretend you're in Jamaica.
That's right.
On the beach.
It won't be hard because the sounds of
The
reggae
vibes
will be
there
Yeah.
for you.
And then July, we'll have the show's on July 11th.
Mhm.
And who's that?
July 11th is The Chain.
The Chain.
Yeah.
So The Chain is a band that we tried to get them last year, but we had some scheduling conflicts. So they are a Fleetwood Mac tribute band. They are
Cool.
an amazing Fleetwood Mac tribute, and they are fronted by Danny Kerr, who is from The Voice. An amazing powerhouse voice.
Yes.
I mean, she's
awesome.
Yeah. I mean, she sings it
And they
almost,
all like dress the part too, so it's like immersive.
Oh, really?
Like you feel like
very immersive experience.
Yeah.
It's a
It's all
great
about
show.
the experience.
Yeah, she puts on a good show. And then August we'll actually have a we're having a surprise special concert performance. It is a national multi-platinum recording artist that we cannot announce until the end of June.
Wait, everyone has to wait to find out?
Oh, yeah.
Has to wait.
With bated breath?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I can give you a hint. It's classic rock.
Okay.
But that's the only hint.
That's the only hint we get.
No, that's it. Yep.
Well, what about like each week from now until then, you give like one more little
Maybe.
hint?
One more little tidbit.
That's fair.
Now, I did, when I guest hosted Good Morning Lake Norman with Mamie, I did drop, I said the name of 3 songs. So I dropped Easter eggs in that episode.
Oh, yeah.
So I said the titles of the songs.
Already kind of know then. Yeah,
Well,
maybe
I
you
don't
should
think
hum
they
something
do.
now.
I was pretty slick. So I
really?
actually don't think they
you
got it.
You worked the titles into conversation.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know,
Yeah.
like if I just
You're
worked
so
it in.
smooth.
I was pretty smooth. I don't think anyone got it. But Easter eggs, if anyone wants to go back and watch, and then we'll end the series with a Jimmy Buffett tribute because it's not summer without Jimmy Buffett.
Toes in the sand.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Margaritaville, man. So that's always a great show. So we have a really good lineup for Rock the Park this summer. I'm excited.
Awesome.
And we kicked off with the Tams in May 2nd.
Mm-hmm. Great show.
So well attended. Just everybody out there having fun. It was great. So I hope we keep that vibe up all summer long. Yeah. Because it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And then I will have a couple other events. May 22nd, Spire Motorsports is having a fan day. So of course we are Race City USA. We have lots of motorsports and race teams that are located in Mooresville. So Spire Motorsports is offering that fan day from 10 to 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on May 22nd, and it will feature autograph signings from 10 to 12, a Spire O-Kart tournament with the drivers and fans, and they'll have raffles and just a fun day. So if you're a motorsports fan, head on over to Spire Motorsports. And then May 26th will be the Town of Mooresville's Memorial Day ceremony at Liberty Park. Breakfast will be immediately following the ceremony at Richard's Coffee Shop, and coffee is at Richard's Coffee Shop before the ceremony. So everybody can meet up at Richard's and then walk down to Liberty Park for the ceremony. Also, Charles Mack Citizen Center has lots going on this month. May is a huge month for Charles Mack. We have the Sound of Music, which is put on by Masterworks, who is a theater company in the area that do an amazing job. It's a children's theater.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like children's theater. Like they're very good
At that level.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And Mooresville Community Children's Theater too. Like we have some really great children's theater groups in the area. But the Sound of Music, I love Sound of Music.
Yes.
So that is May 16th through 17th. Their tickets are on sale. Also, we made a big announcement last week for North Carolina Music Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So that event is October 16th, and it's coming back to Mooresville for the 3rd consecutive year in a row. We will get to host it.
Yay.
New inductees this year, one of which is Luke Combs.
Oh, very cool.
Country music
It feels
superstar.
it feels weird being able to say it out loud because
I know. We had
it's
to keep it
always
a
been
secret.
hush and is it happening this year? But now that it's out and
It's
everyone's so
actually
excited,
going to
it's
happen.
it's super cool.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for these inductees this year.
Yeah.
And I love that they do a good mix of people because you have producers and you have people from different genres.
Yep.
So I'm excited for the lineup this year, and we'll talk more next week about all the inductees. But super excited about Luke Combs, and
Absolutely.
so tickets are on sale right now at NorthCarolinaMusicHallOfFame.org. You can get your tickets for the show, and that's at Mooresville Performing Arts Center, October 16th. So lots coming up.
Yeah.
Well, again, Scott, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you
I've
for
had
the
fun.
gelato.
Yeah.
This is
How
a
could I
great
come and
lunch.
not bring something? Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see everyone next week on I Heart Mooresville. Have a great week.